For a long time, I have dreamt of becoming a master at drawing. But I never had the discipline to practice consistently, so I started and stopped many times. I always felt hopeless when faced with how unqualified I was by my own standards. Progress was too slow, and reaching the level of mastery I wanted seemed like an impossible leap. I could not deal with the frustration of uncertain improvement, and every failed attempt to remain disciplined only seemed to confirm what I already thought of myself. I just don't have it in me. But last year, after many years of not drawing at all, I decided to give it another shot. And to keep track of my progress, I would set a timer whenever I was practicing to see how many hours I could accumulate before inevitably failing myself again. Very optimistic, right? My goal was 1,000 hours. I was curious to know how much progress I could make with that much time of focused practice. I was really consistent for the first 3 months, but unfortunately, I lost my momentum at hour 150 or so. When the year ended, I had accumulated only 200 hours, which is not nothing, but still far from the 1,000 I had envisioned. So what am I doing here? Well, I'm just trying again. That's it. My plan is to catalog my growth as an artist here on YouTube. But first, I want to know what my current power level is after 250 hours of practice. First, I pick a reference image because I, particularly, can't draw from imagination. Once I have the reference, the first thing I do is to look for the action line. As I understand it, the action line is a single line that expresses the gesture of this figure as I perceive it. I used to try to draw it by imagining how the spine would be positioned in the figure, but that didn't work well for me, so now I just try to feel what represents each figure the best. In this first part of the drawing, I try to ignore details as best as I can. My goal here is just to capture the gesture of the image. Not that I'm doing a good job at the moment, but to be fair, I was suffering from a severe case of performance anxiety. But there's no need to worry, this is easy to solve. I just need to start all over again. Except now I lost all confidence in my method, so I'm gonna take a different approach. Also, do you remember what I said about not focusing on details early on in the drawing? Well, apparently I don't believe what I preach. Okay, this looks good. And by good, I mean I'm gonna do it all over once again. This is better. Time to flesh out some details to see how it all comes together. Now, since I can't avoid it anymore, I'm gonna move to the face. I'm not gonna let you guys in on my method because I have none. I just copy what I see. Nah. Oh my god, this looks horrible. Who would have imagined that not planning ahead could result in this? Alright, let's do it again. This is about it for the sketch. It only took me 1 hour. Now, I don't really paint my drawings. I watched a video or two about it, but I usually stick with things that I am comfortable with. And painting is not it. But I know that to be good at something, you first need to be bad at it.
This is acceptable to you?
I'm not seeing anything.
I understand.
You know, like, now that I look closer, yeah, I think I see maybe, yeah.
If you would like to take another crack at it, then go ahead.
Come on, guys. Honestly, can any of you tell which is the one I made? You can't, right? Jokes aside, this was a horrible experience. And if everything goes wrong, I plan on repeating it next week. Until then,